What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and President Joe Biden just signed into law new legislation. We also have word of a new stimulus package passing in one state, and we're hearing more stimulus. It's likely going to be on the way here very soon. This is your breaking news, stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, first off, take a look at this headline coming out today, you guys. Biden should know better. No more stimulus. As they're saying, we're hearing Congress is getting ready to pass more stimulus. And yes, we're talking about stimulus checks in addition to the Build Back Better revised stimulus package. That's going to be coming here, we're hearing, anytime this month. Now, in addition to that, take a look at this, you guys. Pennsylvania budget includes new tax credits, rebates for families and seniors, as we're seeing states, cities, counties passing their own packages, and in many cases their own checks every other day now. This just coming out. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest, and also I'm going to keep you up to date on all the checks that are available. It's not just the federal checks, but as I mentioned, states, cities, counties, and some of them are only available for limited amounts of times, and in many cases you have to apply. So I'm going to keep you up to date on that. I'm going to be releasing a comprehensive list of all checks in the nation so you don't miss out on anything. I'm going to make sure the Ram fam is up to date on everything taking place. And also, you guys, President Joe Biden did officially pass a new law. Take a look. Parkland father, though, interrupts Joe Biden's speech at the ceremony marking new gun safety bill that passed. I'm going to share with you the video footage so you can see it for yourself, everything included, and the interruption from that father and what he had to say. So you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in, get you caught up on the latest, but also wanted to mention, consider checking out the second channel. Just released a new video, new videos going up every single day at noon, keeping you up to date on growing wealth and what's happening with the economy, the real estate market. I just did a video on that channel, keeping you up to date as to what's happening with a potential housing market crash right now in 2022 that we're hearing about, and I share with you all the actual data so you can see it for yourself. And as I mentioned, at noon every day, new short 1-minute videos coming out to keep you up to date on everything going on. Also, you guys, let's dive into the update here on this channel, and if you appreciate them, don't forget, take a quick second, smash that like button for me. Just takes a second, helps me out a ton. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out if you think it could help out other people. If this is your first time here and you'd like to stay up to date on this channel on everything going on, stimulus, Congress, the economy, it's totally free. Why not? Come join the Ram fam. All you got to do is very quickly smash that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. And with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. And first, let's start off with this video footage of the passage of this new legislation for gun control, and then we're going to dive into the latest on stimulus.
At the White House today, President Biden gathered survivors and family members of victims of mass shootings to celebrate the passage of the most significant legislation to curb gun violence in 3 decades. The Bipartisan Safer Communities Act incentivizes states to create red flag laws, enhances background checks, cracks down on straw purchases, and closes what is known as the boyfriend loophole. Still, activists and advocates are demanding more, including Parkland father Manuel Oliver, who interrupted the president mid-speech to say the new law alone is not enough.
Today's many things is proof that despite the naysayers, we can make meaningful progress on dealing with gun violence. Because make no mistake, sit down, you'll hear what I have to say. If you think you...
I've been trying to tell you this for years.
Joining me now from Washington is NBC's Maura Barrett. So, Maura, what exactly was the father asking for? It was hard to tell in that audio.
So a spokesperson for the father clarified to NBC that Manuel Oliver didn't think that this event this afternoon should be a straight celebration. He was worried that Republicans would pass off the law as them doing something and then ignoring future events where people get killed because of gun violence. And so obviously the White House did want to pass this off as a win today, but even Biden did note that this is the first step, that he's looking for more, as well as he welcomed family members and survivors of many shootings over the last couple of years to the White House today, some of them holding an event after the gun violence event at the White House today. I want you to hear some of this press conference from a group called Survivors Empowered.
He has good intent, but we also know he has not followed through. So today we are here with our colleagues saying we expect you to follow through on your promises. We expect you to repeal PLACA. We expect you to have a gun violence prevention office with someone in charge of it that understands this issue, not just have someone in that office, but someone who truly is dedicated and knows the ins and outs of this issue. We're not going to stay quiet and say, well done, Mr. Biden, Mr. President, when there's so much more to do.
Now, as we look more broadly across the country, new Pew polling this morning pointed out that a majority of Americans support the legislation, but 78% say that they think that this legislation will do little or nothing at all to curb further gun violence. So that's why you heard from President Biden today. He's still looking for a ban on assault rifles. He's looking for safe storage laws, as well as expansion of background checks. And he's pushing Congress to do more. Though what will be interesting, though, is we saw the White House and President Biden kind of sit back during the negotiations for this legislation. They did not get directly involved. And so when you see the president step in, urging Congress to do more, it will be interesting to watch how much he decides to involve himself going forward.
So there you have it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts. That was President Joe Biden passing legislation for gun control. However, we're hearing that the majority of Americans across the nation say right now the number one top priority of Congress should be to help out with the state of the economy. We've got 41-year high inflation, record high food and gas prices, and we're hearing that we're entering into a recession. And if you missed my video I just did earlier, right before this one, we're also hearing a lot of people saying we need stimulus checks. They're saying that historically checks have helped out through recessions. We've seen them in the past. We saw them during the pandemic, and we're entering to a recession right now, and they're saying now is the time. As the White House is taking this into consideration, there are several proposals on the White House's desk right now for more stimulus checks, and a lot of people are saying send out the checks. We're gonna need the help. Now let me know your thoughts, you guys, but a lot of people like this article that just came out today. We're seeing a lot more articles coming out on stimulus checks. They're saying don't send out any more money. It's going to contribute to inflation too much, and we are at a 41-year high. Take a look, you guys. This just coming out today. After last week's positive employment report, which showed that the U.S. is adding more jobs than predicted, President Joe Biden issued a statement praising his own administration for taking decisive action in 2021 to pass the American Rescue Plan to get our economy back on track. However, listen to this. Few Americans would agree about the economy. A stunning 88% say that it is only fair or poor. More specifically, the very policy that the president cited, the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan, which included stimulus checks of $1,400 to low or middle income families, is now being called into question as never before. In 2021, the administration argued that the American Rescue Plan would benefit the economy in at least three ways. It would boost the overall rate of growth, provide much needed relief for the state budgets, and improve lives of middle and low income families through direct payments. And we're hearing a lot of people saying, as I mentioned, they think that that has contributed and sparked more and more inflation. And right now, it's devastating Americans across the nation. So they're saying, don't send out any more money to help out. But we're also hearing a lot of people saying, no, just don't pass a stimulus package, just send out direct payments, stimulus checks. They're saying that there was about $6 trillion in all of the previous packages, and stimulus checks were just a small portion, and that the checks themselves did not cause the inflation. It was the majority of the package that wasn't checks, and they're saying just make it more targeted to help out Americans at this time. Now, we will see. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, but we're hearing that right now they're taking into consideration legislation, and Democrats are saying that if they can't get that through, that President Joe Biden needs to step up and do executive orders and executive actions right now, right before these midterm elections. Now, we will see, as we mentioned, things are building up here as we get closer to these elections, and it's very likely we're going to see some actions taken here very soon. I'm going to keep you up to date every step of the way. Now, in addition to that, I also mentioned to you that states, they're passing their own packages, many cases their own checks, and we received word that Governor Wolf of Pennsylvania had said that he wanted to send out his own $2,000 state stimulus checks with their state budget surplus. Well, take a look, you guys, just coming out. Pennsylvania's state budget includes new tax credits and tax rebates for families and seniors. So these are included, but those $2,000 checks looks like it didn't make it in. Take a look. The new child care tax credit will equal 30% of child care expenses, with a maximum of $315 for one dependent and $630 for two or more dependents. Seniors and the disabled, they're going to be getting a one-time increase in property tax and rent rebates. Those who currently get maximum refunds of $650 will get an extra $455. So those are some of the benefits that are included, direct payments to people. But notice, they didn't get those $2,000 checks. Now, we will see if there's any agreement that comes on this, if they bring it back up. But at this time, those are not included. But there was a budget that went out, and there will be those rebates available for people in the state of Pennsylvania. So there you have it, you guys. Legislation passing, legislation proposed, and we're going to be seeing if there's executive orders and executive actions. I will keep you up to date every step of the way. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me this evening. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second, smash that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, it's free. Why not come join the Bram fam? I'll let you know everything going on. I cite the sources, put them on the screen, read right from it so you know it's the latest. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell to come join. Any specific questions, hop onto Instagram, shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. Consider joining the second channel, Steve Ram Finance. Short videos coming out at noon every single day, and also keeping you up to date on growing wealth and personal finance. And keep an eye out for that comprehensive list of all checks so you don't miss out on anything. But with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.